In the Spanish program at Bernodis Middle School in Crystal Lake, Illinois, the focus of the curriculum is twofold. Primarily, students enroll in the Spanish program for the purpose of learning the Spanish language. Considering the students are only enrolled in the class for 12 weeks in any given school year, language acquisition is limited to general concepts that can be addressed within that short time in this very classroom. Through the 6 years of this current Spanish curriculum, instructors have noticed a significant problem of practice. In other words, a problem of practice is one that is demonstrated by both student achievement as well as the teaching that impacts said learning. The Spanish department's problem of practice is simple. Students have difficulty retaining information about Latin America and its culture. In the past, students completed a basic research packet answering simple questions about demographics, economy, and basic tourist attractions. Students later completed a Microsoft Publisher-based pamphlet to distribute to their classmates. What is the result of this problem of practice? Well, over the course of the 4 years that the project was completed, interest waned among students and fewer groups turned in completed projects, finishing with almost 60% of students turning in projects as opposed to the 100% that we aim for. Only 58% of students by 2011-2012 were answering assessment questions about Latin American countries correctly. This needed to be fixed. In order to create a more meaningful experience for the students, the cross-cultural lesson needed to be redesigned. First, we brought in our assistant principal, who traveled to Zambia and compared and contrasted her life in Crystal Lake to general life there. We talked about noticing versus knowing. What do you know about your life here versus what do we notice about these pictures? Students were challenged to immerse themselves into videos and compare their lives to the lives that are shown in these videos online. The results that came out were absolutely fantastic. Some students created blogs or visual posters. Some created a Prezi presentation, while others did PowerPoint. Just watch and enjoy. This is an example of a glog. In other words, a graphic blog. Students put pictures, information, facts, and some students even did a second glog to compare life in their country to life here in the United States. This is an example of a Prezi presentation available at prezi.com. All the information can be put into pre-made templates, and the students control where and how the information is expressed. See how it zooms in on the map? And there's the perspective as to where it is in relation to South America. A lot of students were into the food portion, so we talked about what people may eat on a daily basis. We talked about how you need different documents to travel from one country to another. And these guys found a bunch of cool facts about their country. Who knew? The tooth fairy in Venezuela is a mouse. I didn't know that one. They noticed that this waterfall looked really familiar. So they did a little more research. There's a surprise coming. See? And with their research, they found that Angel Falls was the model for Paradise Falls in the Disney movie Up. Some students did do PowerPoints, and they had some fun with effects, and they enjoyed comparing things that were everyday there to things that are everyday here. The results so far have been phenomenal. Over 96% of students turned in their projects on the due date, as opposed to the 60-some% before. The interest in the topic has been stellar. Students quote each other all the time and say things like, "I bet they don't know anything about snow days in Panama. It's too hot there." Now what? Well, just like with our students, we need to keep working towards mastery. My coworker and I will continue reworking this project until our problem of practice is all solved.